We're going to do a little endermology here today. So we have a screen and we have two different modes that we're working with. And so the first mode is where the machine is just going in one direction or the other. And so that's going to help with fascia, with smoothing out different areas. And so we are actually going to be working on the arm. We start on the arm and we're doing different motions on the arm. And so first we're just going to go down and you can actually feel the bubbling. I want you to hold this and feel the bubbling as we can actually feel the fluid moving in the arm. So we can tell when there's fluid buildup in an area. And so this is just going on the very top, working the lymph, the circulation, and the fascia. And as we move down this way, it's actually kicking the fluids up this way. So as we're going this way, it's pushing everything this way. And the whole lymph, we want to move up toward the collarbone area. And so as we do this, we have different modes that we work on that work different areas of the fascia, lymph, and circulation. And it's kind of like we're covering every area of the fascia to help it release. And it feels like vacuum, like you're being vacuumed. Because in this, when we're doing endermology, we're not pushing, some of it we're pushing in, but a lot of it we're actually pulling it out. And so, which is a whole different technique than any other therapy. So it's pulling it and giving room for that fluid to move. So this is suction, creating a suction. So as we're doing this, we can start feeling less fluid that we're working on. And so we're going to do the same thing for every part of the body. So we're going to be doing the arms, the chest, down, or do the underarms in the area that's under the underarm where there's a lot of lymph that collects. And then we'll be moving the legs up. Compact mode, where you can see that the rollers change and they're moving toward each other. And in that mode is where we're working more to break up the cellulites and to loosen the tightness and of the areas a little deeper in the body. So we're going along and we're just taking that and we are just moving it back and forth again in a variety of different motions. And in here we can increase or decrease the suction, and we never want it to be painful for the person. And so we can regulate it depending on what that person is comfortable with. The more toxins you have, the more painful it can be. So then we would start on a real light mode of suction and then see, and as you progress at each session you do, your body can handle more suction because you can feel that the toxins are starting to decrease in that area. And so we can go in with this mode and do a little deeper work. So those tight knots that you may feel in an arm, this can help loosen those up. And a lot of people use this for sculpting and body contouring. We do a lot with the lymph work, and we end with getting moving toxins out of the system. So as you see, we're now working on the back, and again we're moving it down and just moving the fluids and working on all the fascia to loosen it up. And they actually have done studies that show that after an endermology session, both your blood and lymphatic system is improved by 300% for at least 6 hours after the session. And so what's happening is it's opening that up, and it's an opportunity for a lot of those toxins to start moving. And they really highly recommend drinking a lot of water and exercising after the session. And that helps, that makes it even more powerful. People find that they can handle this a lot easier when their touch is an issue. I have worked on people with autism, and it works great for them. I've worked on people with fibromyalgia, and they love it. So it really can help move stuff through with people who have a lot of pain issues or touch issues.